I'm Eric Lanskern, and we begin with breaking news. A defense for Bob Menendez has rested in his bribery trial without the senator testifying. News 12 New Jersey's Chris Keating has been following this case from the very beginning and was back inside Manhattan federal court today.
One of the primary accusations against Senator Menendez is that he and Nadine took bribes from Jose Uribe, bribes that ran from expensive dinners to a $60,000 Mercedes-Benz. Uribe testified earlier in this trial. He wanted Menendez to help his friend Elvis Parra, who owned a trucking business and was being charged with insurance fraud. The defense called on well-known criminal defense attorney Michael Critchley, who was representing Elvis Parra. In a recorded interview, Critchley told attorneys he thought Parra should have been charged civilly, not criminally. He agreed that the prosecution of Parra risked putting 95 of his truckers out of work. But on cross, Critchley said the charges against Parra were abusive prosecution, not a selective prosecution. He was asked by the government, any reason to believe Mr. Parra was prosecuted based on race? His answer was no. Significant because Menendez attorneys have explained the senator reached out to State Attorney General Gabriel Graywall about Parra and with concerns that Latino truckers were being unfairly prosecuted, also known as selective prosecution. Critchley also said he got a call from Menendez about the case, which he testified was not a common occurrence. Judge Sidney Stein also ruled the attorneys for Wael Hanna will only be able to call on 2 of 5 employees of ISEG Halal. Hanna is accused of paying bribes of cash and gold to Senator Menendez, plus mortgage payments for his wife Nadine in return for the senator's help. The government accuses Menendez of helping Hanna to be awarded a monopoly on certification of halal meat being sent to Egypt. One employee will say the company is qualified to take on that job, despite the prosecution's claims that Hanna and his company were not. Defense attorney Lawrence Lustberg at one moment was fighting for another employee to testify by saying the following: the impression the government has left is that it's a bogus enterprise. The point is, it does its job of certifying. Going forward, defense attorneys for Wael Hanna have still not rested their case. They will still be calling witnesses. In the meantime, Judge Stein says he expects by sometime next week, jurors will get the case and begin their deliberations. That's the latest in Manhattan. I'm Chris Keating, News 12 New Jersey.